us in the team that has now commonly been referred to as the People's Loyal Opposition. So my colleagues are fully behind this statement. Fellow Kenyan patriots, this is entitled Jamhuri Season Address, today December the 9th, 2024. I'll repeat, fellow Kenyan patriots, receive this message of seasonal greetings and goodwill wherever you may be in our country and beyond. We thank God that He has enabled us to enter the festive season at the end of the year. Traditionally, our Jamhuri celebrations as Kenyans have usually raised the curtain to a joyous period for the entire global community. Our Jamhuri activities usually flow into an extended season that merges with Christmas and the New Year festivities. It is usually time to forget some of the challenges through the year and to join our friends and families in joyous activities. Accordingly, we send the festive season's greetings to the friends of our Kenyan nation throughout the world. And at this juncture, congratulate the people of Ghana for a tremendous show of democratic achievement. For President Mahama and the team, we congratulate you and we wish you well together with the great people of Ghana. Nonetheless, we remain conscious of the hard times facing a majority of Kenyans, both as individuals and families this year. It has been a very difficult season marked by huge unemployment, heavy taxation, confusion in healthcare, lack of direction in education because of the unclear direction in the rush implementation of the CBC education, oppressive university education funding, insecurity, impunity, state opulence, and a rigid government that does not listen to anybody. Still, let us not give up on the joy that has traditionally come with the Jamhuri and Christmas season. It is remarkable that this season is also marked by the International Anti-Corruption Day, which is marked today, the 9th December, and the International Human Rights Day, which will be celebrated everywhere in the world tomorrow on December the 10th. Then there is also the climax of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, which has gone on for slightly over 2 weeks now. Put together with Jamhuri Day on Thursday this week, this is a truly significant season. We are called upon to solemnly reflect about the import and wider relevance of some of these remarkable days as citizens of our country and citizens of the greater global community. We are especially called upon to do an honest audit of our performance as a Kenyan nation in all the spaces that are being celebrated this week. What is the reading of our human rights record? For instance, what are we doing about winning the war against gender-based violence? What is the state of our self-determination as an independent nation? And what have been the dividends of independence through the years? What gains have been made, if any, under the Kenya Kwanza regime? How have state authorities cushioned the citizens to give them meaningful comfort in what is traditionally a season of celebration after odious labor throughout the year? We regret that little of the ending year has brought us any good as a people. Our collective national life has been troubles, and nothing but troubles. There is indeed very little to celebrate under the Kenya Kwanza regime that must make the heroes of our independence turn in their graves. The present regime stands for negations and reversals of all the promises and hopes of Jamhuri in 1963. The founders of our nation freed us from the yoke of oppression and colonialism. This regime is keenly bent on reversing this gain by restoring both physical and psychological torture. Our human rights record is at an all-time low. Good governance, as promised under self-determination, is in a terrible spin. Violence against women and the exclusion in important spheres is at an all-time high. An average of cases, 196 of gender-based violence against women